He's a special guy. And you might be sitting back saying, Ray, pump your brakes. It was one game. I ain't pumping nothing. I'm not pumping a damn thing. I see it. I've saw it. Anthony Richardson is that dude. What's going down, y'all? It's your boy RayG here for the Draft Network, and I'm excited as hell to talk about Kyle Crabb's V2 of his 2023 NFL mock draft because we have actionable information. The college season kicked off. Week 1 is in the books. It was a phenomenal weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday night, we had college football, baby. And the NFL is back. So now, when our scouts do these mocks, we got actionable information to adjust. You know, players looking good, players looking bad, NFL teams performing well, some of them stinking it up. But moving forward, this is what it's all about. No summer scouting, not no film session from me and DP from week 4 of the 2021 college football season. We got stuff on wax, and we gonna talk it out, baby. So I'm glad that you're tapped in. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, like the content, comment for the algorithm. Let us know what you want to see from us here at the Draft Network. But listen, I'm glad you tapped in, strap in. We about to talk it out. Kyle Crabb's 2023 NFL mock draft V2. Let's get it. All right, let's just get right to it, right? Because at number 2 overall to the Atlanta Falcons, Kyle has Anthony Richardson there. I mean, if you just tapped into me and DP, we told you he's a freak. 6'4", 240, can run like the wind, can throw the ball down the field, and so much room for improvement and growth. You see the tools, right? One of the things that you'll hear our scouts talk about are the tools that these players possess, and there is no quarterback in the 2023 class that has the tools and the skill set of Anthony Richardson. Yeah, I said it. No Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Levis. I love him, but that's the dude, right? You watch him. You felt the energy in the stadium, sitting on your couch at home. I don't care if you live in California, you lived in Florida, you lived in Brazil, New England. I don't care where you were. You felt that energy when Anthony Richardson had the ball in his hands. And that's what the Atlanta Falcons would not be able to pass on at number 2 overall. And I challenge our TDN scouts. I get it. Will Anderson is the best player in college football, no doubt in my mind. But go ahead and put Anthony Richardson number 1. If Houston is picking number 1 overall, I don't think there's a chance in hell that they would pass on one of the talents of an Anthony Richardson. If he ends up being QB1, a Stroud or a Young, you got to take that guy, right? I don't care how good the edge is. If you have no quarterback, this ain't Trent Dilfer in the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. You need a guy. And Anthony Richardson is not just a guy. He's a special guy. And you might be sitting back saying, Ray, pump your brakes. It was one game. I ain't pumping nothing. I'm not pumping a damn thing. I see it. I've saw it. Anthony Richardson is that dude. Timothy Richardson, number 2 overall to the Atlanta Falcons. Him, Drake London, Kyle Pitts for the next 8 years. Sign me up. I want him for fantasy. I want him in real life. Anthony Richardson, love the fit, but that Kyle has going to the Atlanta Falcons. Love it, love it, love it. It's got CJ Stroud, number 3 overall to the Seattle Seahawks. Stroud lost JSN 5th offensive snap of the game. Made some great throws, also looked kind of lost sometimes, right? Overall, I think it was a fine game from C.J. Stroud. Seattle Seahawks need a quarterback. We talk about it every week. Drew Lock, Geno Smith, ain't it, right? C.J. Stroud to Seattle, that's solid. I'm not mad at that, right? It's fine, right? My big thing, I'm still going back to this Houston thing. Just put him up there. Number 1 overall, Anthony Richardson, just do it. Whoever's up next, I don't know if it's Keith, Dame, just do it. Number 1 overall. Now, the New York Giants went with Will Levis at 5 overall. He's the one, man, where I left last week thinking, okay, that was fine. Like, he did good. There were some excellent plays in there. I just expected more out of Will Levis. I wanted him to dominate. I wanted him to crush his competition. And unfortunately for him, the offensive line, bad. The receivers, young. The running back, not good. I mean, I am very concerned about what's about to happen to Will Levis this coming Saturday against Florida. We'll see. I get all the reasons why it makes sense for him to go to the Giants with Dayball, with Josh Allen. I want to see a little more, right? I want to see more I honestly want to see more out of all these quarterbacks except Bryce Young. Bryce Young went 6 overall to the Panthers. We're not going to talk about that much here. Just point guard, right? Distributor, amazing, accurate, ran the ball well. Love Bryce Young. He's phenomenal, right? Will Levis to the Giants. This happens for fantasy purposes, super flex drafts. We're in on Will Levis. We would like that. Michael Mayer at 10 to the Commanders. I don't know, man. I get it. I'm talking about from a fantasy perspective. We'll see, right? They probably need a tight end. How high would I take Mayer? I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Outside of tight end premium leagues, which I know a lot of you don't participate in, I don't think you can justify taking them in the first round of rookie drafts outside of maybe a 1.75 premium for the tight ends. 10 overall does give you a lot of confidence because you got the requisite draft capital, but there you go. Washington Commanders taking Michael Mayer at 10. Got two wide receivers that didn't really do anything this past weekend. JSN, Kayshon Boutte, back-to-back. We know the drama with Boutte, with LSU, with Brian Kelly. JSN hurt his hammy. He's going to be out a little bit. You know, stock down for the receivers after week one. All the guys that we talked about going in. I mean, I know Jordan Addison had 2 touchdowns. 50 yards, didn't do much. Burton had a couple of touchdowns. They didn't have to do much in week one. Boutte's got to get it together, though. As my wide receiver one, Boutte's got to get it together. In Houston, with, according to this mock, with Will Anderson and Davis Mills, I would hate it. I would absolutely hate it. They need to get a quarterback. They get a quarterback. You pair Kayshon Boutte with an Anthony Richardson with the Bryce Young. I would like that fit a lot more. Kayshon Boutte with Davis Mills. I get it, right? Draft the talent, not the situation. The situation sucks. So hopefully we can get a quarterback in Houston in one of these mocks pretty soon. Tennessee, Jordan Addison, 16th overall. Kind of talked about him. Don't want to deep dive into him. Good performance. It was versus Rice. He looks explosive. He's going to be a first-round pick wide receiver. There you go. Him and Treylon Burks should make a nice pairing, right? Oh, boy. The Philadelphia Eagles. Bijan Robinson, 70 yards week one. But inside those 70 yards, there were some fantastic plays. You see the body control, the balance. Like, Bijan equals body control balance. Like, he's one of the most balanced running backs that I've seen in a long time. He's phenomenal. He's got the speed. He ran a couple of routes out of the backfield. You see his ability to do that. Big fan of Bijan. Hate the fit because I'm a Cowboys fan, as you can see. But the Philadelphia Eagles would absolutely just smash with Robinson in this offense. I like it, Kyle. Good stuff. Quinton Johnson, again, all of my top receivers in this class all sort of stunk it up. They did nothing. And again, I continue to talk about Quinton Johnson, not because I think the player is bad. He's actually a top 3 receiver for me personally in the class. But man, fantasy gamers have been burned so much by TCU wide receivers in recent memory. And with Max Duggan and Morris at quarterback, I don't know how good Quinton Johnston's receiving numbers will look at the end of the season. And if he doesn't go out there and smash, I think it's going to be a hard pill for a lot of fantasy gamers to swallow to say, I'm diving back into another TCU wide receiver. And while we here at TDN preach, scout the player, not the damn helmet, that's what fantasy gamers are going to do. They're going to scout the helmet. And when you got busts like Jalen Reagor and Josh Doxson, it's going to be very hard. I think it's going to be hard for fantasy gamers to get that taste out of their mouth. I like Quinton Johnston. I think the fit is perfect. Lamar Jackson needs another guy. As long as Lamar Jackson is there, we'll see how it plays out with Johnston at 23 to TCU. And yeah, that's the updated mock. I will say Noah Sewell at 21 to my Cowboys. If he plays like how he played versus Georgia, I don't want him. So let's get him out of there. But overall, like some of these fits, love Anthony Richardson at 2 overall. Wide receivers definitely need to step it up. We're not going to see JSN for a minute. Boutte, let's get it together this week, big dog. If y'all like the content, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all being there for me, for the Draft Network, for everybody tapping in. Thank y'all. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out. We'll be back next week. Peace out.